Hello and welcome to this special journey into mindfulness. You found your way here because something inside you is seeking peace, clarity, or perhaps a deeper connection with yourself. Whether you're new to meditation or someone who has been exploring it for a while, today's session is designed to meet you exactly where you are. Together we'll explore the transformative practice of body scan meditation. This ancient technique, rooted in Buddhist teachings and modern mindfulness practices, holds incredible power to help us reconnect with our bodies, calm our minds, and enhance our overall well-being. Now let me ask you something. How often do you truly check in with your body? In our fast-paced world, we spend so much time rushing from one task to another that we rarely pause to notice how our bodies feel. We might ignore aches, push through fatigue, or suppress emotions until they manifest as tension in our shoulders, headaches, or even sleepless nights. Body scan meditation invites us to slow down, turn inward, and listen to what our bodies are trying to tell us. And the best part? It doesn't require any special equipment or years of training, just a willingness to pay attention. Over the next 2 hours, I'll guide you step by step through this powerful practice. We'll begin by understanding what body scan meditation is, its origins in Buddhism, and how science supports its benefits. Then we'll move into practical guidance on setting up your space, preparing your mind, and performing the actual body scan. Along the way, I'll share tips for handling distractions, cultivating gratitude, and integrating this practice into your daily routine. By the end of this video, you'll not only have a clear roadmap for practicing body scan meditation, but also a renewed sense of appreciation for your body and its resilience. This session is crafted with care, aiming to be both accessible and relaxing. If you're a beginner, don't worry, we'll go slowly and there's no pressure to get it right. Meditation isn't about perfection, it's about presence. For those of you who already meditate, this will deepen your practice and offer fresh insights into how mindfulness can support your life. Before we dive in, I want to remind you that this is your time, a sacred space just for you. So find a comfortable position, take a deep breath and let go of any expectations. Allow yourself to be fully present here now. Let the music soothe you, the visuals inspire you, and my voice guide you gently along the way. One last thing before we begin. Thank you for choosing to spend this time with me. Your commitment to nurturing your mind and body is an act of self-love, and I'm honored to accompany you on this journey. Together, let's create a moment of stillness amidst the chaos, a chance to reconnect with ourselves and rediscover the beauty of simply being. Are you ready? Wonderful. Let's begin. Chapter 1. What is body scan meditation? Welcome to Chapter 1, where we'll take a deep dive into what body scan meditation is, why it matters, and how it can transform your relationship with yourself. This chapter is going to be rich with detail because I want you to fully grasp the essence of this practice before we move forward. So, settle in, breathe deeply, and let's explore together. At its most basic level, body scan meditation is exactly what it sounds like. It's a process of systematically bringing mindful awareness to different parts of your body, starting from the top of your head and moving all the way down to your toes. You might think, okay, that sounds simple enough. And yes, it is simple, but don't mistake simplicity for insignificance. In fact, the beauty of body scan meditation lies in its accessibility. It doesn't require any special equipment, complicated techniques, or years of training. All it asks of you is presence, the willingness to pause, tune inward, and pay attention. But here's the thing, while the practice itself may seem straightforward, its effects are anything but ordinary. When done regularly, body scan meditation has the power to rewire your brain, release stored tension, and foster a profound sense of connection between your mind and body. To truly appreciate this, let's delve into its origins, its philosophy, and the science behind it. Body scan meditation has ancient roots, tracing back thousands of years to Buddhist traditions. In Buddhism, mindfulness of the body, known as kaya-nupassana, was considered one of the foundational practices for cultivating awareness and achieving enlightenment. Monks would sit quietly, often for hours at a time, observing their physical sensations without attachment or aversion. They understood that the body is not separate from the mind. Rather, they are interconnected aspects of our being. By paying close attention to the body, practitioners could gain insight into the nature of suffering, impermanence, and selfhood. Now, you might be wondering, what does this have to do with me? Well, over time, these teachings spread beyond monasteries and became accessible tools for everyday people. Today, body scan meditation is practiced by millions worldwide, regardless of religious or spiritual beliefs. Its universal appeal lies in its ability to help us navigate the complexities of modern life. Whether you're dealing with stress, chronic pain, insomnia, or simply seeking a moment of calm amidst chaos, this practice offers something for everyone. Let's talk about how body scan meditation works in practical terms. Imagine your body as a map, a vast landscape filled with hills, valleys, rivers, and forests. Each part of your body holds unique sensations, memories, and emotions. Some areas feel vibrant and alive, while others may feel dull, tense, or even numb. During a body scan, you act as both the explorer and the cartographer, charting the terrain of your physical self with curiosity and care. The process begins at the crown of your head. From there, you slowly move your attention downward, pausing at key areas like your forehead, eyes, cheeks, jaw, neck, shoulders, arms, hands, chest, stomach, hips, legs, and finally, your toes. As you focus on each area, you observe whatever sensations arise: warmth, coolness, tingling, heaviness, lightness, pressure, or perhaps nothing at all. There's no right or wrong answer here. The goal isn't to change anything, but rather to notice with openness and non-judgment. For example, let's say you're focusing on your shoulders. Many of us carry tension there without even realizing it. As you bring your awareness to this area, you might notice tightness or discomfort. Instead of reacting with frustration or judgment, you simply acknowledge the sensation and breathe into it. With each inhale, you imagine sending nourishing energy to your shoulders. With each exhale, you allow the tension to soften bit by bit. Over time, this practice teaches you how to approach challenges in life, not just physical ones, but emotional and mental ones too, with patience and kindness. One of the reasons body scan meditation is so effective is that it helps us break free from habitual patterns of ignoring or suppressing our bodies. Think about it. How often do you truly check in with your body? Most of us go through our days completely disconnected from our physical selves. We might ignore hunger cues, push through fatigue, or suppress emotions until they manifest as headaches, backaches, or digestive issues. The body scan invites us to slow down, turn inward, and listen to what our bodies are trying to tell us. It gives us permission to rest, recover, and heal. Another key aspect of body scan meditation is non-judgmental awareness. Our minds are conditioned to label everything as good or bad, pleasant or unpleasant. But during the body scan, we practice observing sensations without attaching stories or meanings to them. For instance, if you notice a sharp pain in your knee, instead of thinking, "Oh no, something must be wrong," you simply say to yourself, "I notice a sharp sensation in my knee." This shift in perspective empowers you to respond to discomfort with calmness rather than fear. Body scan meditation also strengthens the mind-body connection. In our modern lives, we often live in our heads, disconnected from the physical sensations happening below our necks. This disconnection can lead to poor posture, chronic pain, and difficulty managing emotions. By regularly scanning your body, you develop a heightened awareness of how your thoughts, feelings, and physical state interact. For example, you might realize that stress causes your jaw to clench or excitement makes your heart race. These insights give you valuable information about your needs and help you take better care of yourself. Moreover, body scan meditation fosters a sense of embodiment, the feeling of truly inhabiting your body. Many of us walk through life feeling like passengers in our own skin, disconnected from the richness of sensory experience. Through the body scan, you learn to appreciate the miracle of being alive, the gentle rise and fall of your chest as you breathe, the subtle pulse of blood flowing through your veins, the weight of your hands resting on your lap. These seemingly small details remind us of the beauty and fragility of existence, grounding us in the present moment. As we continue exploring this topic, I'd like to highlight some specific benefits of body scan meditation. First and foremost, it promotes relaxation. By systematically releasing tension from head to toe, you signal to your nervous system that it's safe to unwind. This activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the part responsible for rest and digestion, which lowers your heart rate, reduces cortisol levels, and induces a state of calm. Second, body scan meditation enhances self-awareness. It teaches you to recognize early signs of stress or imbalance before they escalate into bigger problems. For example, you might notice that your chest feels tight when you're anxious or that your stomach churns when you're upset. These signals serve as reminders to pause, breathe, and take care of yourself. Third, this practice cultivates gratitude for your body. Regardless of its shape, size, or abilities, your body carries you through life every single day. Through the body scan, you begin to see your body not as an object to criticize, but as a partner to cherish. This shift in perspective can boost your confidence, improve your relationship with food and exercise, and inspire healthier lifestyle choices. Finally, body scan meditation builds resilience. Life is full of ups and downs, and sometimes we face situations that feel overwhelming. By practicing mindfulness of the body, you develop the skills to stay grounded and centered no matter what's happening around you. You learn to meet challenges with grace and courage, knowing that you have the tools to navigate them. So, why am I sharing all of this with you? Because understanding the why behind the practice will deepen your commitment to it. When you know why something works, you're more likely to stick with it, especially on days when motivation feels low. Remember, meditation isn't about achieving perfection, it's about progress. Every time you show up for yourself, you're planting seeds of growth and transformation. Before we wrap up this chapter, I want to leave you with a thought to reflect on. Your body is your home. It's the only place you'll ever truly inhabit, and yet how much time do you spend tending to it? Just as you wouldn't neglect a house you love, your body deserves care and attention. Body scan meditation is one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to honor that truth. In the next chapter, we'll dive deeper into the science behind mindfulness and meditation, exploring how these practices affect your brain, body, and overall well-being. Until then, take a moment to thank yourself for showing up today. You're already taking steps toward a calmer, more connected life, and that's something worth celebrating. Chapter 2: The Science Behind Mindfulness and Meditation. Welcome to Chapter 2, where we'll explore the fascinating science behind mindfulness and meditation, and specifically how body scan meditation impacts your brain, body, and overall well-being. This is a topic I'm particularly excited about because it bridges ancient wisdom with modern research, offering us a deeper understanding of why these practices are so powerful. So grab a cup of tea if you'd like, settle into your seat, and let's dive in. When most people think of meditation, they often associate it with spirituality or religion. While it's true that meditation has deep roots in traditions like Buddhism, Hinduism, and Taoism, its benefits extend far beyond the spiritual realm. In recent decades, scientists have turned their attention to studying meditation, using advanced tools like MRI scans, EEGs, and biomarker tests to uncover what happens inside our brains and bodies when we practice mindfulness. What they've discovered is nothing short of remarkable. Let's start by talking about the brain. Did you know that meditation can literally change the structure and function of your brain? This phenomenon is known as neuroplasticity, which refers to the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. For years, scientists believed that the adult brain was relatively fixed after a certain age. However, groundbreaking studies have shown that mindfulness practices like body scan meditation can enhance neuroplasticity, leading to measurable improvements in cognitive function, emotional regulation, and even physical health. One of the key areas of the brain affected by meditation is the prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for decision-making, focus, and self-awareness. Research shows that regular meditators tend to have thicker prefrontal cortices compared to non-meditators. This means they're better equipped to manage stress, solve problems, and stay present in challenging situations. Think about it. When you're scanning your body and noticing sensations without judgment, you're essentially training your brain to focus and remain calm under pressure, a skill that translates directly into everyday life. Another important region of the brain impacted by meditation is the amygdala, which plays a central role in processing emotions, especially fear and anxiety. Studies have found that long-term meditators exhibit reduced activity in the amygdala, suggesting that mindfulness helps regulate emotional responses. When you practice body scan meditation, you're teaching your brain to respond to discomfort, not just physical pain, but also emotional distress, with equanimity rather than reactivity. Over time, this leads to greater resilience and a more balanced outlook on life. But the benefits don't stop there. Body scan meditation also influences the autonomic nervous system, which controls involuntary bodily functions like heart rate, digestion, and breathing. This system has two main branches: the sympathetic nervous system, SNS, which triggers the fight or flight response, and the parasympathetic nervous system, PNS, which promotes relaxation and recovery. Chronic stress keeps the SNS constantly activated, flooding your body with cortisol and adrenaline. This can lead to a host of issues, including high blood pressure, weakened immunity, and poor sleep quality. Fortunately, body scan meditation activates the PNS, signaling to your body that it's safe to relax. As you breathe deeply and release tension from head to toe, your heart rate slows, your muscles loosen, and your mind quiets. This shift not only feels good in the moment, but also supports long-term health. For example, lower cortisol levels improve immune function, reduce inflammation, and even enhance memory and learning. It's no wonder that many doctors now recommend mindfulness practices as complementary treatments for conditions like hypertension, chronic pain, and insomnia. Speaking of chronic pain, let's delve into how body scan meditation can help alleviate discomfort. Pain is a complex experience involving both physical sensations and emotional reactions. When we feel pain, our natural instinct is to resist it, to tense up, distract ourselves, or wish it away. Unfortunately, this resistance often amplifies suffering. Body scan meditation offers an alternative approach. Instead of fighting pain, you learn to observe it with curiosity and compassion. Imagine you're experiencing back pain. During a body scan, you might direct your attention to the area of discomfort and notice qualities like sharpness, throbbing, or heat. At first, this might feel counterintuitive. Why would you want to focus on something unpleasant? But here's the thing. By acknowledging pain without judgment, you create space around it. You realize that pain is not who you are, it's simply a sensation passing through your body. This realization can be incredibly liberating, reducing the psychological burden of pain and making it easier to cope. Research supports this idea. A landmark study conducted by John Kabat-Zinn, a pioneer in the field of mindfulness-based interventions, found that participants with chronic pain who practiced body scan meditation reported significant reductions in symptoms and improved quality of life. These findings have been replicated in numerous studies since then, highlighting the potential of mindfulness to transform our relationship with pain. Now, let's talk about sleep. If you've ever struggled with insomnia, you know how frustrating it can be to lie awake at night watching the clock tick by. Body scan meditation is an excellent tool for improving sleep quality because it helps quiet the mind and relax the body. By systematically releasing tension and focusing on your breath, you signal to your brain that it's time to wind down. Many people find that practicing a body scan before bed makes it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep throughout the night. But even beyond sleep, mindfulness practices like body scan meditation contribute to overall mental health. Depression, anxiety, and burnout are increasingly common in today's fast-paced world, affecting millions of people globally. While medication and therapy are essential for some individuals, lifestyle changes, including meditation, can play a crucial role in prevention and recovery. Studies show that mindfulness reduces symptoms of depression and anxiety by increasing grey matter density in regions of the brain associated with positive emotions and decreasing activity in areas linked to rumination and worry. One of the reasons mindfulness is so effective for mental health is that it teaches us to relate differently to our thoughts and feelings. Instead of getting caught up in negative spirals, we learn to observe them with detachment. For instance, if you notice yourself thinking, "I'm such a failure," during a body scan, you might gently remind yourself, "That's just a thought, it's not necessarily true." This simple yet profound shift empowers you to break free from harmful patterns and cultivate a more compassionate inner dialogue. Body scan meditation also fosters self-compassion, which is closely tied to well-being. Self-compassion involves treating yourself with kindness and understanding, especially during difficult times. When you practice body scan meditation, you're essentially giving yourself permission to slow down, rest, and prioritize your needs. You're saying, "My body matters. My well-being matters." This act of self-care builds confidence, strengthens relationships, and enhances resilience. On a physiological level, body scan meditation has been shown to boost immune function, lower inflammation, and improve cardiovascular health. One study published in the journal Psychosomatic Medicine found that participants who engaged in mindfulness practices had higher levels of antibodies after receiving a flu vaccine compared to those who didn't meditate. Another study demonstrated that mindfulness reduces markers of inflammation, such as C-reactive protein, which is linked to heart disease and other chronic illnesses. These findings underscore the interconnectedness of mind and body and highlight the importance of holistic approaches to health. Finally, let's touch on the broader implications of mindfulness for society. As more people embrace practices like body scan meditation, we begin to see ripple effects extending beyond individual lives. Mindful individuals tend to make healthier choices, communicate more effectively, and contribute positively to their communities. They're less likely to engage in impulsive behaviors, such as overeating or substance abuse, and more likely to advocate for social justice and environmental sustainability. In short, mindfulness isn't just a personal practice, it's a collective movement toward greater awareness, empathy, and peace. Before we move on, I want to emphasize the scientific evidence supporting mindfulness and meditation is still evolving. While the results are promising, researchers caution against overstating their conclusions. That said, the growing body of data provides compelling reasons to give body scan meditation a try. Whether you're looking to reduce stress, improve sleep, or simply feel more grounded, this practice offers tangible benefits backed by rigorous investigation. In the next chapter, we'll shift gears and talk about setting up your space for meditation. We'll cover everything from choosing a comfortable spot to creating an atmosphere that supports relaxation and focus. But for now, take a moment to reflect on what you've learned. Isn't it incredible to think that something as simple as paying attention to your body can have such profound effects? Thank you for joining me on this journey. Remember, knowledge is power, but action transforms. Let's continue exploring how you can bring the power of body scan meditation into your daily life. Chapter 3: Setting Up Your Space. Welcome to Chapter 3, where we'll explore one of the most important yet often overlooked aspects of meditation: setting up your space. Creating a dedicated environment for your practice is like building a sanctuary, a sacred space where you can retreat from the noise of the outside world and connect deeply with yourself. In this chapter, we'll dive into every detail of how to prepare your space, why it matters, and how to make it uniquely yours. So, take a deep breath, settle in, and let's get started. Before we begin, I want to acknowledge that not everyone has the luxury of an entire room or even a corner devoted to meditation. Life circumstances vary, and some of you may be practicing in shared spaces, small apartments, or even outdoors. That's perfectly okay. The beauty of mindfulness lies in its adaptability. Whether you have a sprawling home or a tiny nook, the principles we'll discuss today can be applied to any situation. What truly matters is your intention, the act of carving out a moment for yourself, regardless of external conditions. Let's start by talking about why setting up your space is so crucial. When you create a designated area for meditation, you're sending a powerful message to your subconscious mind. This is my time. This is my place. It signals a transition from the busyness of daily life to a state of presence and stillness. Think of it like stepping into a temple or walking into a library. Certain environments evoke specific feelings and behaviors. By designing a space that feels calming and inviting, you set the stage for a more focused and meaningful practice. Now, let's break down the process step by step. First, consider location. Ideally, you'll want to choose a spot that's quiet and free from distractions. This could be a spare room, a cozy corner of your bedroom, or even a peaceful outdoor setting if weather permits. If privacy is limited, don't worry. You can use noise-cancelling headphones, white noise machines, or soft music to block out unwanted sounds. The key is to find a place where you feel safe and comfortable enough to let your guard down. Once you've chosen your location, think about seating. For body scan meditation, you have two main options: sitting or lying down. Both are equally valid, so go with whatever feels best for you. If you prefer sitting, look for a chair, cushion, or meditation bench that supports good posture. Your spine should be straight but relaxed, with your shoulders rolled back and your chin slightly tucked. Rest your hands gently on your lap or knees, palms facing up or down depending on what feels natural. If lying down works better for you, grab a yoga mat, blanket, or carpeted floor to lie on. Stretch out flat on your back, arms resting by your sides with palms facing up. You might also want to place a pillow under your head or knees for added comfort. Some people find that lying down makes them sleepy, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It just means your body needs rest. However, if you'd like to stay alert, experiment with propping yourself up slightly using pillows or blankets. Next, let's talk about props. Meditation doesn't require fancy equipment, but having a few supportive items can enhance your experience. A cushion or bolster can elevate your hips if you're sitting cross-legged, reducing strain on your lower back. A blanket draped over your legs or torso adds warmth and coziness, especially during cooler months. Eye masks or eye pillows are wonderful tools for blocking out light and encouraging deeper relaxation. And don't forget earplugs or noise-cancelling headphones if external sounds are a concern. Lighting plays a significant role in creating ambience. Harsh overhead lights can feel jarring, while dim, warm lighting promotes calmness and introspection. If possible, use lamps with soft bulbs or string lights instead of fluorescent fixtures. Candles are another excellent option. They provide gentle illumination while adding a touch of ritual to your practice. Watching the flicker of a flame can be incredibly soothing, helping you anchor your attention in the present moment. Speaking of rituals, incorporating elements that resonate with you personally can deepen your connection to your space. For example, many people enjoy decorating their meditation area with meaningful objects like crystals, statues, photographs, or plants. These items serve as reminders of your intentions and values, grounding you in the purpose of your practice. Incense, essential oils, or diffusers can infuse the air with calming scents like lavender, sandalwood, or eucalyptus. Even something as simple as a favorite mug filled with herbal tea can transform your space into a nurturing haven. Soundscapes are another powerful tool for enhancing your environment. Nature sounds like rain, ocean waves, or birdsong can transport you to a tranquil state of mind. Instrumental music, whether classical, ambient, or meditative, is another great choice. Alternatively, you might prefer silence, allowing the subtle hum of your surroundings to become part of your awareness. Whatever you choose, ensure it aligns with your mood and goals for the session. Temperature is another factor worth considering. No one wants to shiver through meditation or sweat uncomfortably. Dress in layers so you can adjust according to your body's needs. Keep a sweater or blanket nearby in case you get chilly, and avoid heavy meals or overly restrictive clothing that might distract you. One final aspect of setting up your space is timing. While the physical environment is important, the temporal context matters too. Try to meditate at the same time each day, whether it's first thing in the morning, during lunch breaks, or before bed. Consistency helps establish a routine, making it easier to integrate meditation into your lifestyle. Morning sessions are ideal for starting the day with clarity and focus, while evening practices promote relaxation and reflection. Choose a schedule that works for you and stick with it as much yourself, airing as possible. At this point, you might be wondering, do I really need all these details? Can't I just sit anywhere and meditate? The short answer is yes, you absolutely can. Meditation is ultimately about cultivating awareness, and that can happen anywhere, anytime. But here's the thing. When you invest effort into creating a supportive space, you're honoring your commitment to self-care. You're saying, I matter. My well-being matters. This mindset shift alone can amplify the benefits of your practice. Let me share a personal story. When I first started meditating, I didn't pay much attention to my environment. I'd plop down on the couch, scroll through my phone until I felt ready, and then attempt to meditate amidst clutter and distractions. Unsurprisingly, my sessions were inconsistent and uninspired. It wasn't until I dedicated a small corner of my apartment to meditation, a cozy spot with cushions, candles, and plants, that I began to see real progress. Suddenly, stepping into that space became a ritual, a signal to my brain that it was time to slow down and tune inward. The difference was night and day. So, how do you know when your space is ready? There's no checklist or formula. It's more about intuition than perfection. Ask yourself, does this space feel welcoming? Do I feel at ease here? Is it conducive to relaxation and focus? Trust your instinct. Your space doesn't need to look like a Pinterest board or a magazine spread. It just needs to feel right to you. Authenticity is far more important than aesthetics. As we wrap up this chapter, I'd like to leave you with a thought to reflect on. Your meditation space is a reflection of your inner world. Just as you tidy and care for your physical surroundings, you're also nurturing your mental and emotional landscape. Every element you bring into your space carries energy, whether it's a soothing scent, a cherished object, or a ray of sunlight streaming through the window. These elements remind you that mindfulness isn't confined to formal practice. It's a way of being that permeates every aspect of your life. In the next chapter, we'll move into the heart of our journey, getting started with body scan meditation. We'll cover foundational techniques, tips for finding comfort, and strategies for staying present. But for now, take a moment to envision your ideal meditation space. What does it look like? How does it feel? Allow yourself to dream big, knowing that you already have everything you need within you. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of space and presence. Remember, the work you're doing here is profound, not because it's complicated, but because it's simple. Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. Let's continue building the foundation for a calmer, more connected life. Chapter 4: Getting Started Finding Comfort. Welcome to Chapter 4, where we'll focus on one of the most foundational aspects of meditation, finding comfort. Before we dive into the actual practice of body scan meditation, it's essential to ensure that your body feels supported and at ease. Why? Because physical discomfort can distract you from the deeper work of mindfulness, pulling your attention away from presence and toward irritation or restlessness. In this chapter, we'll explore everything you need to know about preparing your body for meditation, how to find the right posture, what to do if discomfort arises, and how to cultivate a sense of groundedness that will carry you through your practice. So, take a deep breath, settle in, and let's begin. Let's start with the basics, posture. While there's no single correct way to sit or lie down during meditation, certain principles can help you feel more stable, relaxed, and focused. Posture isn't just about looking good, it's about creating a foundation for your energy to flow freely. Think of your body as a tree. If the roots are shallow or unstable, the branches won't thrive. Similarly, when your body is aligned and balanced, your mind has a better chance of staying calm and clear. If you're sitting for your practice, here are some guidelines to keep in mind. First, choose a surface that supports your spine without causing strain. This could be a cushion, chair, or even the floor, depending on what works best for you. If you're using a cushion, sit toward the front edge so your hips are slightly higher than your knees. This tilts your pelvis forward, naturally aligning your spine and reducing tension in your lower back. Cross your legs comfortably. If full lotus or half lotus positions aren't accessible, simply cross them loosely or extend them straight out in front of you. For those who prefer chairs, plant both feet firmly on the ground, hip-width apart. Your weight should be evenly distributed between your sit bones, the bony parts of your pelvis, and your shoulders should relax away from your ears. Rest your hands gently on your lap or thighs, palms facing up or down based on what feels natural. Avoid gripping or tensing your fingers. Instead, let them soften like petals unfolding. Now, let's talk about lying down. Many people find this position ideal for body scan meditation because it allows the body to fully relax. To lie down comfortably, stretch out flat on your back with your arms resting by your sides, palms facing up. You might place a pillow under your head for support, especially if you have neck issues. Another option is to bend your knees slightly and place a bolster or rolled up blanket beneath them to relieve pressure on your lower back. If lying flat feels uncomfortable, try propping yourself up with pillows or leaning against a wall for partial support. Regardless of whether you're sitting or lying down, pay attention to alignment. Your spine should be long but not rigid. Imagine a string gently lifting the crown of your head toward the ceiling while your tailbone grounds downward. This creates space between each vertebra, allowing energy to circulate freely. Your chin should be slightly tucked, lengthening the back of your neck. Keep your jaw soft, lips lightly touching, and tongue resting gently against the roof of your mouth. These subtle adjustments may seem minor, but they make a big difference in how relaxed and alert you feel. Once you've settled into your chosen position, take a moment to notice how your body feels. Are there areas of tightness or discomfort? Is your breathing smooth and easy, or does it feel restricted? Don't rush to fix anything. Just observe with curiosity. Sometimes simply acknowledging discomfort can reduce its intensity. For example, if your lower back feels achy, you might shift your hips slightly or add extra padding. Remember, the goal isn't to achieve perfection, it's to create a sense of ease that allows you to focus inward. Speaking of focus, let's address an important point. What happens if you experience discomfort during meditation? This is a common concern, especially for beginners. The truth is, some level of discomfort is almost inevitable, particularly if you're new to sitting still for extended periods. However, rather than viewing discomfort as an obstacle, see it as an opportunity to deepen your practice. Here's how. When you notice discomfort, resist the urge to immediately change positions. Instead, bring your awareness to the sensation itself. Where exactly do you feel it? In your hips, shoulders, knees? What qualities does it have? Is it sharp, dull, throbbing, or tingling? As you observe, breathe deeply into the area, imagining your breath flowing directly to the source of discomfort. With each exhale, allow any tension to soften and release. Over time, this process teaches you how to meet challenges, not just physical ones, but emotional and mental ones too, with patience and compassion. That said, there's a fine line between tolerating discomfort and pushing yourself too hard. Meditation shouldn't feel like punishment. If pain becomes unbearable or distracts you from the practice, it's okay to adjust your position. The key is to strike a balance between perseverance and self-care. Listen to your body. It knows what it needs. Another factor to consider is clothing. Tight or restrictive garments can interfere with your ability to relax and breathe deeply. Opt for loose, breathable fabrics that allow freedom of movement. Remove shoes, belts, watches, or anything else that might dig into your skin or restrict circulation. If you're practicing outside, dress in layers to protect against temperature changes. Comfort is king. Breathing also plays a critical role in finding comfort during meditation. Your breath acts as an anchor, keeping you grounded in the present moment. Begin by taking 3 slow, intentional breaths. Inhale deeply through your nose, filling your belly with air. Exhale slowly through your mouth, letting go of any tension you might be holding on to. Repeat this cycle 2 more times, feeling your body soften with each exhale. After these initial breaths, allow your breathing to return to its natural rhythm. Don't try to control it, just observe it. Notice the coolness of the air as you inhale and the warmth as you exhale. Feel your chest rise and fall, your abdomen expand and contract. Let the breath guide you deeper into relaxation, reminding you that every moment is an invitation to come home to yourself. Grounding is another powerful technique for cultivating comfort and stability. Grounding involves connecting with the physical sensations of your body, making contact with the earth. Whether you're sitting or lying down, bring your awareness to the points of touch between your body and the surface beneath you. If you're sitting, feel the weight of your sit bones pressing into the cushion or chair. If you're lying down, notice the gentle pressure of your back, legs, and arms resting against the floor or mat. Imagine roots growing from these points of contact, anchoring you firmly to the ground. This sense of grounding not only enhances physical comfort, but also fosters emotional stability. When life feels chaotic or overwhelming, grounding reminds you that you're safe, supported, and connected to something larger than yourself. It's a reminder that you belong here, now, in this moment. As we continue exploring this topic, I'd like to share a personal insight. Finding comfort isn't just about the body, it's also about the mind. Often our greatest source of discomfort comes not from physical sensations, but from resistance. We resist pain, boredom, or restlessness, believing that these experiences are obstacles to happiness. But what if we flipped the script? What if we saw them as teachers, guiding us toward greater awareness and acceptance? For example, imagine you're meditating and suddenly feel an itch on your arm. Your first instinct might be to scratch it, but instead, pause and bring your awareness to the sensation. What does it feel like? Is it sharp, prickly, or persistent? As you observe, you might notice that the urge to scratch diminishes on its own. By meeting the sensation with curiosity rather than aversion, you transform it from a source of irritation into an opportunity for growth. This principle applies to all areas of life. When we stop resisting discomfort and start embracing it with mindfulness, we open ourselves to profound transformation. We learn to navigate challenges with grace and resilience, trusting that every experience carries wisdom within it. Before we conclude this chapter, I want to leave you with a few practical tips for maintaining comfort throughout your meditation session. First, set realistic expectations. If you're new to meditation, start with shorter sessions, 5 to 10 minutes, and gradually increase the duration as you become more comfortable. Second, experiment with different positions and props until you find what works best for you. There's no one-size-fits-all approach. Third, remember that comfort is dynamic, it evolves over time. What feels supportive today might feel restrictive tomorrow. Stay flexible and adaptable. Finally, trust yourself. Your body knows what it needs. If something feels off, listen to that intuition and make adjustments accordingly. You don't need anyone else's approval to create a practice that feels authentic and nourishing for you. In the next chapter, we'll transition into the heart of body scan meditation, bringing awareness to your breath. We'll explore how the breath serves as a bridge between the mind and body, helping you cultivate presence and calm. But for now, take a moment to thank yourself for showing up. You're already doing the work of transformation, one small step at a time. Remember, comfort is not a luxury, it's a necessity. When you prioritize your well-being, you give yourself permission to thrive. Let's continue building the foundation for a calmer, more connected life. Chapter 5. Bringing awareness to your breath. Welcome to Chapter 5, where we'll delve into one of the most essential elements of mindfulness and meditation, the breath. In this chapter, we'll explore how the breath serves as a bridge between your mind and body, helping you cultivate presence, calm, and clarity. Whether you're new to meditation or an experienced practitioner, understanding the role of the breath and learning how to connect with it can transform your practice. So, take a deep breath, settle into your space, and let's begin. Let's start by asking a simple question. What is the breath? At its core, the breath is life itself. It's the rhythm that sustains us, the invisible force that keeps our bodies functioning without conscious effort. Yet, despite its constant presence, most of us rarely pay attention to it. We inhale, exhale, and move on with our day, completely disconnected from this vital process. Meditation invites us to pause and reconnect, to notice the miracle of breathing and allow it to anchor us in the present moment. The breath is often referred to as the thread of mindfulness because it weaves together our thoughts, emotions, and physical sensations. When you bring your awareness to the breath, you create a focal point for your attention, a steady, reliable anchor that keeps you grounded when the mind starts to wander. This is especially important during body scan meditation, where the breath acts as both a guide and a source of relaxation. By focusing on the breath, you signal to your nervous system that it's safe to unwind, paving the way for deeper awareness and release. Now let's talk about why the breath is such a powerful tool for mindfulness. First and foremost, it's always available. Unlike external objects or sounds, which can change depending on your environment, the breath is constant. No matter where you are or what you're doing, you can turn your attention inward and find it waiting for you. This makes the breath an ideal anchor for meditation, particularly for beginners who may struggle to stay focused. Another reason the breath is so effective is that it directly influences your autonomic nervous system, the part of your body responsible for regulating involuntary functions like heart rate, digestion, and stress responses. When you breathe deeply and slowly, you activate the parasympathetic nervous system, PNS, which promotes relaxation and recovery. Conversely, shallow or rapid breathing triggers the sympathetic nervous system, SNS, putting your body into fight or flight mode. By consciously controlling your breath, you gain the power to shift your physiological state, calming your mind and soothing your body. So, how do you work with the breath during meditation? Let's break it down step by step. Begin by settling into your chosen position, whether sitting or lying down, and allowing your body to feel supported and at ease. Once you're comfortable, close your eyes or soften your gaze, whichever feels more natural. Take a moment to notice the points of contact between your body and the surface beneath you, grounding yourself in the present moment. Now, bring your attention to your breath. Don't try to change it right away, just observe it as it is. Notice the sensation of air entering your nostrils. Is it cool or warm? Does it feel smooth or slightly uneven? Follow the air as it travels down your throat and fills your lungs, expanding your chest and abdomen. Then feel the gentle release as you exhale, letting go of any tension or resistance. With each breath, imagine your body softening, relaxing, and opening up. To deepen your connection with the breath, try counting. Inhale for a count of 4, hold the breath briefly, and then exhale for a count of 6. This simple technique slows down your breathing, activating the PNS and promoting relaxation. If counting feels distracting, simply focus on the natural rhythm of your breath without forcing it. Remember, there's no right or wrong way to breathe. The goal is to be present with whatever arises. As you continue observing your breath, you might notice subtle shifts in its quality. For example, your inhales might feel shorter or shallower than your exhales, or vice versa. You might detect pauses between breaths or variations in depth and pace. These fluctuations are completely normal and offer valuable insights into your current state of being. For instance, if your breathing feels labored or erratic, it could indicate stress or anxiety. If it's slow and steady, it might reflect calmness and ease. By tuning into these nuances, you develop greater self-awareness and learn to respond to your needs with kindness and care. Now, let's address a common challenge: distractions. It's natural for your mind to wander during meditation, especially when you're focusing on something as subtle as the breath. Thoughts, emotions, and sensations will inevitably arise, pulling your attention away from the task at hand. When this happens, don't judge yourself or become frustrated. Instead, gently acknowledge the distraction, whether it's a thought about your to-do list, a memory from the past, or a sensation in your body, and return your focus to the breath. This process of noticing and redirecting your attention is the essence of mindfulness. Each time you come back to the breath, you strengthen your ability to stay present, not just during meditation, but in everyday life. Over time, this skill spills over into other areas, helping you navigate challenges with greater clarity and resilience. Another key aspect of working with the breath is cultivating gratitude for its presence. Think about it. Every single breath you take is a gift, a reminder that you're alive, here, now. Without the breath, none of this would be possible. By appreciating its beauty and simplicity, you foster a deeper sense of connection to yourself and the world around you. During your practice, take a moment to silently thank your breath for sustaining you. This small act of gratitude can shift your perspective, transforming meditation from a chore into a sacred ritual. Let's also talk about the emotional benefits of focusing on the breath. Many people carry unresolved feelings, anger, sadness, fear, in their bodies without realizing it. These emotions often manifest as tightness in the chest, heaviness in the stomach, or constriction in the throat. By bringing your awareness to the breath, you create space for these emotions to surface and release. For example, if you notice tension in your chest while breathing, imagine sending compassion to that area with each inhale. With each exhale, visualize the tension dissolving, leaving behind a sense of lightness and peace. Breathing exercises can also enhance your capacity for empathy and connection. When you slow down and tune into your own breath, you naturally become more attuned to others' experiences. This heightened sensitivity fosters compassion, enabling you to listen more deeply, communicate more effectively, and nurture stronger relationships. In short, the breath isn't just a personal practice, it's a gateway to collective well-being. For those interested in exploring advanced techniques, pranayama or yogic breathing is worth considering. Pranayama involves specific patterns of inhalation, retention, and exhalation designed to balance energy and promote healing. Examples include alternate nostril breathing, nadi shodhana or rewires, which calms the nervous system, and ocean breath, ujjayi, which creates a soothing sound resembling waves. While these practices aren't necessary for body scan meditation, they can complement your routine and deepen your understanding of the breath's potential. Before we wrap up this chapter, I'd like to share a personal story. Early in my meditation journey, I struggled to connect with my breath. My mind was so busy that I couldn't seem to focus on anything, let alone something as subtle as breathing. Frustrated, I almost gave up. But then I realized something. The problem wasn't my inability to concentrate, it was my expectation of perfection. Meditation isn't about achieving flawless focus. It's about showing up again and again with curiosity and compassion. Once I embraced this mindset, my relationship with the breath transformed. Instead of seeing it as a challenge, I began to view it as a friend, a steady companion, guiding me through the ups and downs of life. So, how do you know when you're truly connecting with your breath? There's no definitive answer. It's more about intuition than measurement. You might feel a sense of calm wash over you, or you might simply notice a quiet stillness within. Trust that whatever you experience is exactly what you need. The breath doesn't ask for anything in return. It simply gives, endlessly and unconditionally. As we conclude this chapter, I want to leave you with a final thought. The breath is always with you, even when you're not meditating. It's a constant reminder that you're alive, capable, and worthy of love and care. By cultivating awareness of your breath, You open yourself to a world of possibilities, a world where presence replaces distraction, calm replaces chaos, and connection replaces isolation. In the next chapter, we'll transition into the heart of body scan meditation. Scanning from head to toe, we'll explore how to systematically bring awareness to each part of your body, releasing tension and fostering a deeper sense of embodiment. But for now, take a moment to rest in the rhythm of your breath. Allow it to guide you home to yourself, to this moment, to life itself. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of the breath. Remember, every inhale is an opportunity to begin again, and every exhale is a chance to let go. Let's continue building the foundation for a calmer, more connected life. Chapter 6. Scanning from head to toe. Welcome to Chapter 6, where we embark on the heart of body scan meditation, systematically bringing awareness to each part of your body, from the crown of your head to the tips of your toes. This is where the practice truly comes alive, a journey of exploration, release, and connection. In this chapter, I'll guide you step by step through the entire process, offering detailed instructions, practical tips, and insights into how to deepen your experience. So take a deep breath, settle into your space, and let's begin. Before we dive in, I want to remind you that body scan meditation isn't about achieving perfection or fixing anything. It's about presence, simply noticing what's happening in your body without judgment. Whether you feel sensations like warmth, tingling, or heaviness, or nothing at all, each experience is valid and valuable. Your job is to observe with curiosity and compassion, allowing whatever arises to unfold naturally. Let's start at the very top of your body, the crown of your head. Begin by directing your attention here, imagining a soft spotlight illuminating this area. Notice any sensations you might feel, perhaps a gentle pressure, a subtle pulsing, or even a sense of spaciousness. If you don't notice anything, that's perfectly okay. Simply acknowledge the absence of sensation and move on with an open mind. From the crown, slowly shift your focus to your forehead. This is an area where many of us hold tension, especially during stressful moments. As you bring your awareness here, notice if there's tightness, warmth, or coolness. If you detect any discomfort, breathe deeply into it, imagining your exhale carrying away the tension. With each breath, allow your forehead to soften and relax. Next, move your attention to your eyes. Are they closed gently or are they squeezed shut? Notice any sensations around your eyelids, such as heaviness or lightness. You might also become aware of subtle movements beneath your eyes, like blinking or twitching. Again, resist the urge to label these sensations as good or bad. Just observe them with kindness. Now, bring your awareness to your cheeks and jaw. These areas often carry unconscious tension, particularly when we're feeling anxious or frustrated. Pay close attention to your jaw. Are you clenching it or is it relaxed? If you notice tightness, imagine breathing warmth into this area, inviting your jaw to loosen and let go. Feel the weight of your cheeks resting softly against your face. Continue downward to your mouth and lips. Notice how they feel. Are they pressed tightly together, slightly parted, or completely relaxed? Bring your attention to the corners of your mouth. Are they turned upward in a faint smile, neutral, or downturned? Whatever you discover, simply acknowledge it without trying to change it. If you'd like, you can experiment with softening your lips, allowing them to rest lightly against each other. Now shift your focus to your neck. The neck is a common hotspot for stress as it connects the head to the rest of the body. As you direct your awareness here, notice any sensations like stiffness, tightness, or ease. Imagine your neck as a channel, allowing energy to flow freely between your head and torso. Breathe into any areas of tension, visualizing them melting away with each exhale. Moving lower, bring your attention to your shoulders. For many people, the shoulders are a repository for emotional burdens, carrying worries, responsibilities, and unresolved feelings. As you scan this area, notice if your shoulders are hunched forward, pulled back, or resting comfortably. If you detect tightness, imagine sending warm, soothing energy to your shoulders with each inhale. With each exhale, allow the tension to dissolve bit by bit. From the shoulders, travel down your arms and start at the upper arms, noticing any sensations like heaviness, tingling, or warmth. Move gradually to your elbows, forearms, wrists, and finally your hands. Pay special attention to your fingers. Are they curled into fists, splayed out, or resting softly? If you notice tension in your hands, imagine releasing it with each breath, allowing your fingers to lengthen and relax. Once you've completed the arms, shift your focus to your chest and upper back. These areas are closely linked to your heart and lungs, making them particularly sensitive to emotions. As you bring your awareness here, notice the rise and fall of your chest with each breath. Is your breathing smooth and steady, or does it feel shallow or constricted? Allow your chest to expand fully with each inhale, filling your lungs with nourishing air. With each exhale, feel your upper back releasing tension, sinking deeper into support. Next, move your attention to your stomach and lower back. The stomach is often referred to as the second brain, as it houses the enteric nervous system, a complex network of neurons that communicates directly with your brain. As you scan this area, notice any sensations like tightness, fluttering, or calmness. If you detect discomfort, breathe deeply into your belly, imagining it softening and expanding with each inhale. Similarly, pay attention to your lower back, noticing if it feels supported or strained. Visualize roots growing from your lower back, anchoring you firmly to the ground. Now bring your awareness to your hips and pelvis. These areas play a crucial role in stability and movement, yet they often go unnoticed until pain or tension arises. As you direct your attention here, notice any sensations like pressure, warmth, or stillness. If you're sitting or lying down, feel the points of contact between your hips and the surface beneath you. Imagine your hips as a foundation, supporting the weight of your upper body with strength and ease. From the hips, move downward to your thighs. Notice how they feel. Are they heavy, light, or somewhere in between? Gradually shift your focus to your knees, observing any sensations like stiffness, flexibility, or neutrality. Continue down to your calves, shins, and ankles, paying attention to each area with care and curiosity. Finally, bring your awareness to your feet and toes. The feet are often overlooked, despite their vital role in grounding us to the earth. As you scan this area, notice how your feet feel. Are they tense, relaxed, or numb? Focus on your toes, wiggling them gently if you'd like. Imagine sending warmth and energy to your feet, allowing them to feel supported and connected to the ground. Throughout this process, remember to move slowly and deliberately. There's no rush. Take as much time as you need with each area, pausing to notice sensations without judgment. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back to the task at hand. Distractions are natural. They're not failures, but opportunities to practice patience and self-compassion. Let's talk about some common challenges you might encounter during the body scan. One frequent issue is falling asleep. While this isn't necessarily a problem, it means your body needs rest. It can be frustrating if you're aiming for a more alert practice. To stay awake, try adjusting your posture slightly or opening your eyes briefly. Another challenge is encountering areas of intense discomfort or pain. When this happens, resist the urge to immediately shift positions. Instead, bring your awareness to the sensation, observing it with curiosity. Ask yourself, what qualities does it have? Is it sharp, dull, throbbing, or tingling? By meeting discomfort with mindfulness, you transform it from a source of irritation into an opportunity for growth. Another powerful aspect of the body scan is its ability to foster gratitude for your body. As you move through each area, take a moment to appreciate its function and resilience. Thank your feet for walking, your hands for creating, your heart for beating. Gratitude shifts your perspective, helping you see your body not as an object to criticize, but as a partner to cherish. The body scan also strengthens the mind-body connection, teaching you to recognize early signs of stress or imbalance. For example, you might notice that anxiety causes your chest to tighten or excitement makes your palms sweat. These insights give you valuable information about your needs, empowering you to take better care of yourself. As we continue exploring this topic, I'd like to share a personal insight. Body scan meditation is like having a conversation with your body. Each sensation is a message, offering clues about your physical, mental, and emotional state. By listening attentively, you develop a deeper understanding of yourself and your unique rhythms. Over time, this practice becomes less about scanning and more about embodying a seamless integration of awareness and presence. Before we conclude this chapter, I want to leave you with a few practical tips for enhancing your body scan experience. First, set realistic expectations. If you're new to the practice, start with shorter sessions, 10 to 15 minutes, and gradually increase the duration as you become more comfortable. Second, experiment with different positions and props until you find what works best for you. Third, trust your intuition. Your body knows what it needs. Listen to that wisdom and make adjustments accordingly. Finally, remember that the body scan isn't just a technique, it's a way of being. Every time you pause to notice a sensation, you're practicing mindfulness in action. This skill spills over into everyday life, helping you navigate challenges with greater clarity and resilience. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to handle distractions during meditation and cultivate a mindset of non-judgmental awareness. But for now, take a moment to thank yourself for showing up. You're already doing the work of transformation, one small step at a time. Thank you for joining me on this journey of embodiment and presence. Remember, every sensation is an invitation to come home, to yourself, to this moment, to life itself. Let's continue building the foundation for a calmer, more connected life. Chapter 7. Dealing with Distractions. Welcome to Chapter 7, where we'll explore one of the most universal and often frustrating challenges of meditation, dealing with distractions. If you've ever tried meditating, chances are you've encountered thoughts, emotions, or sensations that pull your attention away from the present moment. Maybe your mind starts racing with to-do lists, replays conversations from earlier in the day, or fixates on an itch that just won't go away. These experiences are completely normal, but they can also feel discouraging if you're expecting meditation to be a perfectly serene escape. In this chapter, we'll dive deep into why distractions happen, how to work with them skillfully, and how they can actually enhance your practice. So, take a deep breath, settle into your space, and let's begin. Let's start by addressing a fundamental truth. Distractions are not failures, they're an inherent part of meditation. The human mind is designed to think, analyze, and plan. It's constantly scanning for threats, opportunities, and patterns, even when we're trying to relax. This mental activity doesn't stop just because we close our eyes or focus on our breath, it simply shifts forms. Instead of worrying about external tasks, we might find ourselves ruminating about past events, imagining future scenarios, or obsessing over minor physical sensations. These distractions aren't signs that you're bad at meditation, they're proof that your mind is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. That said, learning how to navigate distractions is essential for cultivating mindfulness. When we resist or judge these interruptions, we amplify their power, turning fleeting thoughts into persistent obstacles. On the other hand, when we approach them with curiosity and compassion, we transform them into opportunities for growth. This shift in perspective is key to unlocking the full potential of body scan meditation, and any mindfulness practice for that matter. So, how do you work with distractions during meditation? Let's break it down step by step. First, acknowledge that distractions will happen, no matter how experienced you are. Even seasoned meditators encounter wandering minds, restless bodies, and emotional upheavals. The difference lies in how they respond. Rather than fighting against distractions, they treat them as natural occurrences, observing them without attachment or aversion. This attitude of openness create space for deeper awareness and acceptance. Now, let's talk about specific types of distractions and strategies for handling them. One common distraction is thoughts. Whether it's planning dinner, replaying arguments, or daydreaming about vacations, thoughts have a way of hijacking our attention. When this happens, resist the urge to scold yourself or force your mind back to the task at hand. Instead, gently acknowledge the thought, perhaps labeling it silently as thinking or planning, and return your focus to your breath or the body scan. Over time, this process strengthens your ability to stay present, both during meditation and in everyday life. Another frequent distraction is physical sensations. Itches, aches, tingling, or restlessness can make it difficult to concentrate, especially during longer sessions. When you notice a sensation, pause and bring your awareness to it. What does it feel like? Is it sharp, dull, throbbing, or fleeting? As you observe, breathe deeply into the area, imagining your exhale carrying away any discomfort. If the sensation persists and becomes unbearable, it's okay to adjust your position. Remember, the goal isn't to punish yourself, but to cultivate mindfulness in action. Emotions are another powerful source of distraction. During meditation, suppressed feelings like sadness, anger, or anxiety may surface unexpectedly. These emotions can feel overwhelming, particularly if you're not used to confronting them. However, instead of pushing them away or getting lost in their intensity, try meeting them with kindness. Imagine placing a hand over your heart, offering yourself comfort and reassurance. Remind yourself that emotions are temporary, they arise, linger, and eventually pass. By acknowledging them without judgment, you create space for healing and transformation. External noises are yet another challenge, especially if you're meditating in a shared or noisy environment. Dogs barking, cars honking, neighbors chatting, all of these sounds can disrupt your focus. While noise-cancelling headphones or white noise machines can help minimize distractions, they're not always practical. A better approach is to incorporate external sounds into your practice. When you hear a noise, instead of resisting it, bring your awareness to its qualities. Is it loud or soft? High-pitched or low? Where is it coming from? By reframing noise as part of your meditation, you train your mind to remain calm and centered, regardless of external conditions. Now, let's address a common misconception: the idea that meditation requires a completely blank mind. Many beginners believe that success means eliminating all thoughts and distractions, a notion that sets unrealistic expectations and leads to frustration. In reality, meditation is less about stopping the mind and more about observing it. Think of your thoughts as clouds drifting across the sky. You don't need to chase them away or hold on to them. You simply watch them come and go, returning your attention to your anchor, the breath, the body, or whatever focal point you've chosen. This analogy highlights an important principle. Mindfulness is a practice of returning, not arriving. Every time your mind wanders, and it will, you have an opportunity to gently guide it back to the present moment. Each return strengthens your ability to stay focused, builds resilience, and fosters self-compassion. Over time, this process rewires your brain, enhancing neuroplasticity and promoting greater emotional regulation. Another powerful strategy for managing distractions is cultivating non-judgmental awareness. Judgment is the enemy of mindfulness because it creates resistance and amplifies suffering. For example, if you notice yourself thinking, "I'm terrible at this," or "Why can't I focus?" you're adding layers of criticism to an already challenging experience. Instead, practice observing distractions with neutrality. Label them as thinking, feeling, or sensation without attaching stories or meanings. This simple shift reduces their power and allows you to respond with clarity and calmness. Let's also talk about the role of patience in working with distractions. Meditation is a lifelong practice, not a quick fix. Just as muscles grow stronger with consistent exercise, your mind develops greater focus and stability through regular meditation. Some days will feel easier than others, and that's okay. Progress isn't linear. It's a series of ups and downs, breakthroughs and setbacks. Trust the process, knowing that every session contributes to your growth, even if it doesn't feel productive in the moment. For those who struggle with restlessness or fidgeting, movement-based practices can complement sitting meditation. Yoga, Tai Chi, or walking meditations provide opportunities to release excess energy while maintaining mindfulness. Similarly, incorporating short breaks into your routine can help reset your nervous system and improve concentration. Experiment with different techniques to find what works best for you. Before we wrap up this chapter, I'd like to share a personal story. Early in my meditation journey, I struggled immensely with distractions. My mind would race uncontrollably, and I'd spend entire sessions berating myself for failing to get it right. It wasn't until I shifted my perspective from seeing distractions as obstacles to viewing them as teachers that my practice transformed. I realized that every distraction carried a lesson, whether it was about patience, self-compassion, or the impermanent nature of thoughts. By embracing these lessons, I deepened my understanding of mindfulness and discovered joy in the process itself. So, how do you know when you're successfully navigating distractions? There's no definitive answer. It's more about intuition than measurement. You might notice a sense of ease wash over you, or you might simply feel more grounded and present. Trust that whatever you experience is exactly what you need. Distractions aren't distractions anymore. They're stepping stones on your path to greater awareness. As we conclude this chapter, I want to leave you with a final thought. Distractions are gifts in disguise. They teach us humility, patience, and the art of letting go. By embracing them with mindfulness, we unlock the door to profound transformation, not just in meditation, but in every aspect of life. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to cultivate gratitude for your body and deepen your connection to its wisdom. But for now, take a moment to reflect on your relationship with distractions. Are they enemies or allies? How can you shift your perspective to see them as opportunities rather than obstacles? Thank you for joining me on this exploration of mindfulness and presence. Remember, every distraction is a chance to begin again with kindness, curiosity, and courage. Let's continue building the foundation for a calmer, more connected life. Chapter 8: Cultivating Gratitude for Your Body. Welcome to Chapter 8, where we'll explore one of the most transformative aspects of mindfulness and meditation, cultivating gratitude for your body. This chapter is about shifting our perspective from seeing our bodies as objects to be judged or fixed, to recognizing them as partners in our journey through life. In this extended exploration, I'll guide you through the profound practice of thanking your body, explaining why it matters, how to do it, and the ripple effects it can have on your well-being. So, take a deep breath, settle into your space, and let's begin. Let's start with a simple yet powerful question. How often do you thank your body? For many of us, the answer is rarely, if ever. We live in a culture that constantly bombards us with messages about how our bodies should look, perform, or behave. We're told to strive for perfection, fix perceived flaws, and push ourselves beyond our limits. But what if we paused for a moment and acknowledged the incredible work our bodies do every single day, without asking for anything in return? Your body is an extraordinary vessel. It carries you through life, supports your dreams, and sustains you through challenges. From the steady rhythm of your heartbeat to the intricate dance of your nervous system, every function operates seamlessly, keeping you alive and thriving. Yet instead of appreciating this miracle, we often criticize our bodies for not meeting unrealistic standards. We scrutinize our reflection in the mirror, compare ourselves to others, and focus on what we perceive as imperfections. This mindset creates disconnection, dissatisfaction, and even shame. Gratitude offers a way out of this cycle. By consciously choosing to appreciate your body, not for its appearance, but for its resilience and functionality, you foster a deeper sense of connection and self-compassion. Gratitude isn't just a feel-good exercise, it's a radical act of resistance against societal pressures that tell us we're never enough. When you thank your body, you affirm its inherent worth, regardless of size, shape, or ability. You remind yourself that you are already whole exactly as you are. So, how do you cultivate gratitude for your body during meditation and beyond? Let's break it down step by step. First, bring your awareness to the physical sensations in your body. If you've been practicing the body scan, you already know how to tune into these details. As you move through each area, pause to express silent gratitude. For example, when you reach your feet, thank them for walking, standing, and grounding you to the earth. When you arrive at your hands, appreciate their ability to create, hold, and nurture. With each acknowledgement, imagine sending warmth and love to that part of your body, reinforcing your appreciation. Next, expand your focus to include your organs and systems, the parts of your body that work tirelessly behind the scenes. Thank your heart for beating steadily, pumping blood and oxygen throughout your body. Appreciate your lungs for breathing, allowing you to inhale vitality and exhale tension. Acknowledge your digestive system for breaking down food and fueling your energy. These processes happen automatically without conscious effort, yet they sustain your existence. By bringing awareness to them, you deepen your understanding of your body's intelligence and grace. Now, let's talk about movement. Your body allows you to experience the world in countless ways, whether it's dancing, stretching, running, or simply reaching for a cup of tea. Take a moment to reflect on the joy of movement. Perhaps you love the freedom of swimming in open water, the rhythm of cycling along a scenic trail, or the stillness of yoga poses. Whatever form it takes, movement is a gift, one that connects you to your surroundings and reminds you of your aliveness. During your meditation, visualize yourself engaging in a favorite activity, feeling gratitude for your body's strength and flexibility. Another powerful aspect of gratitude is its ability to reframe pain and discomfort. Chronic pain, illness, or injury can make it difficult to appreciate your body, especially when it feels like a source of frustration or limitation. However, even in these moments, gratitude can shine through. For instance, if you're dealing with back pain, you might thank your spine for supporting you despite the strain. If you're recovering from surgery, acknowledge your body's remarkable capacity to heal and regenerate. Gratitude doesn't erase suffering, but it shifts your relationship to it, helping you find meaning and resilience in the face of adversity. Let's also consider the emotional benefits of cultivating gratitude for your body. Research shows that gratitude enhances overall well-being, reducing stress, improving sleep quality, and boosting mood. When you express appreciation for your body, you activate the parasympathetic nervous system, promoting relaxation and recovery. You also strengthen neural pathways associated with positivity and optimism, rewiring your brain to focus on abundance rather than lack. Over time, this practice spills over into other areas of life, fostering healthier relationships, greater creativity, and increased resilience. Now let's address a common challenge: resistance to gratitude. Some people find it difficult to thank their bodies because they associate gratitude with denial or avoidance. They worry that expressing appreciation might minimize their struggles or invalidate their feelings. However, gratitude isn't about ignoring reality, it's about embracing it fully. It's possible to acknowledge pain, frustration, or dissatisfaction while still finding moments of beauty and grace. Gratitude exists alongside complexity, enriching your experience without erasing it. For those who struggle with body image issues, gratitude can serve as a bridge to healing. Instead of focusing on perceived flaws, shift your attention to what your body can do. Can you see, hear, taste, touch, or smell? Do you have the ability to laugh, cry, hug, or connect with others? These seemingly small gifts are actually profound privileges, reminding you of the richness of human experience. Each time you notice something positive, no matter how minor, celebrate it. Over time, these moments accumulate, creating a foundation of self-love and acceptance. Another way to deepen your gratitude practice is by journaling. After your meditation session, take a few minutes to write down 3 things you're grateful for about your body. Be specific. Instead of saying, "I'm grateful for my legs," try, "I'm grateful for my legs because they carried me through a beautiful hike yesterday." Writing reinforces your intentions, making gratitude more tangible and impactful. Plus, revisiting your entries later can provide encouragement on challenging days. Let's also talk about the role of visualization in cultivating gratitude. During meditation, imagine your body bathed in golden light, symbolizing love, healing, and appreciation. Picture this light flowing through every cell, nourishing and revitalizing your entire being. As you breathe deeply, feel the warmth spreading outward, filling you with a sense of wholeness and peace. Visualization amplifies the power of gratitude, transforming abstract concepts into visceral experiences. Before we conclude this chapter, I'd like to share a personal insight. Gratitude is contagious. When you start appreciating your own body, you naturally extend that compassion to others. You become more empathetic, noticing the unique qualities and strengths of those around you. This ripple effect fosters connection, kindness, and community, a testament to the transformative power of gratitude. Finally, remember that gratitude is a practice, not a destination. Some days will feel easier than others, and that's okay. On difficult days, start small. Even acknowledging one positive aspect of your body, like the fact that your eyes allow you to read this script, is a victory. Progress isn't linear, it's a series of tiny steps that add up over time. Trust the process, knowing that every effort contributes to your growth. As we wrap up this chapter, I want to leave you with a final thought. Your body is your home. It's the only place you'll ever truly inhabit, and it deserves care, respect, and appreciation. By cultivating gratitude, you transform your relationship with your body, creating a foundation of love and acceptance that supports every aspect of your life. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to integrate body scan meditation into your daily routine, ensuring that this practice becomes a sustainable part of your lifestyle. But for now, take a moment to thank your body for everything it does, big and small. Allow yourself to feel the warmth of appreciation, knowing that you are worthy of love and belonging. Thank you for joining me on this journey of gratitude and presence. Remember, every breath, every heartbeat, every sensation is a gift, a reminder that you are alive, capable, and connected. Let's continue building the foundation for a calmer, more connected life. Chapter 9: Integrating Body Scan Meditation into Daily Life. Welcome to Chapter 9, where we'll explore how to integrate body scan meditation into your daily life. This is where the rubber meets the road, the moment when mindfulness transitions from a practice on the cushion to a way of being in the world. In this chapter, I'll guide you through practical strategies for making body scan meditation a sustainable part of your routine, discuss how it can enhance various aspects of your life, and offer tips for staying consistent even on busy days. So take a deep breath, settle into your space, and let's begin. Let's start with a foundational truth. Consistency is key. Like any skill, meditation requires regular practice to yield meaningful results. While a single session can provide temporary relief, the real magic happens when you commit to showing up every day, or as often as possible. Think of it like watering a plant. One big drink might revive temporarily, but steady, consistent care ensures long-term growth and vitality. The same principle applies to meditation. Over time, small, repeated efforts create profound shifts in your mind, body, and spirit. So, how do you make body scan meditation a habit? First, set realistic expectations. If you're new to the practice, aim for short sessions, 5 to 10 minutes, and gradually increase the duration as you become more comfortable. Research shows that even brief periods of mindfulness can have significant benefits, including reduced stress, improved focus, and enhanced emotional regulation. Don't pressure yourself to meditate for an hour right away. Start small and build from there. Timing is another important factor. When should you practice? The answer depends on your schedule, preferences, and goals. Many people find mornings ideal because they set the tone for the rest of the day. A morning meditation helps clear mental clutter, boost energy levels, and cultivate a sense of calm before diving into responsibilities. Others prefer evenings, using meditation as a tool to unwind, reflect, and prepare for restful sleep. Experiment with different times to see what works best for you. If carving out dedicated time feels challenging, consider incorporating mindfulness into existing routines. For example, you could do a mini body scan while brushing your teeth, waiting in line, or commuting to work. Simply bring your awareness to your breath and systematically check in with different parts of your body. These micro practices add up, reinforcing your ability to stay present throughout the day. Another strategy for integrating meditation is creating triggers, specific cues that remind you to pause and tune inward. Triggers can be anything from setting alarms on your phone to associating meditation with a particular activity, like sipping coffee or taking a shower. The key is to mindfulness with actions you already perform regularly, making it easier to remember and prioritize. Now, let's talk about the ripple effects of body scan meditation. When practiced consistently, this technique has the power to transform not just your inner world, but also your external reality. For instance, heightened body awareness can improve posture, reduce chronic pain, and enhance athletic performance. By noticing areas of tension early, you can address them before they escalate into bigger problems. Similarly, cultivating mindfulness helps regulate emotions, enabling you to respond to challenges with greater clarity and compassion. Body scan meditation also fosters healthier relationships with others and with yourself. When you're grounded in your body, you naturally become more attuned to your needs and boundaries. This self-awareness allows you to communicate more effectively, advocate for yourself, and nurture deeper connections. Additionally, mindfulness reduces reactivity, helping you navigate conflicts with patience and empathy. Over time, these qualities strengthen trust, intimacy, and mutual understanding. Workplace wellness is another area where body scan meditation shines. Chronic stress is a leading cause of burnout, absenteeism, and decreased productivity. By practicing mindfulness, you equip yourself with tools to manage stress, recharge your energy, and maintain focus during demanding tasks. Some companies even offer mindfulness programs to support employee well-being, recognizing its impact on morale and performance. Whether you're working remotely or in an office, taking a few minutes to scan your body can help you reset and refocus. For those navigating major life transitions, such as starting a new job, moving to a different city, or recovering from illness, body scan meditation provides stability amidst change. It anchors you in the present moment, reducing anxiety about the future and regret about the past. By fostering resilience, mindfulness empowers you to face uncertainty with courage and grace. Now, let's address a common concern. What if you miss a day or several days? First, let go of guilt. Missing a session doesn't mean you've failed, it simply means you're human. Life happens, priorities shift, and sometimes meditation falls by the side. Instead of berating yourself, gently acknowledge the lapse and return to your practice as soon as possible. Remember, progress is linear. It's a series of starts and stops, breakthroughs and setbacks. What matters most is your willingness to keep showing up. Another challenge is maintaining motivation over time. As excitement wanes and novelty wears off, it's easy to lose interest or feel like you're not getting anywhere. To combat this, revisit your intentions. Why did you start meditating in the first place? What benefits have you noticed so far? Reflecting on your reasons for practicing can reignite your passion and reinforce your commitment. You might also experiment with variations of the body scan, such as guided recordings, shorter sessions, or themed practices focused on gratitude, relaxation, or healing. Support systems are invaluable for sustaining long-term habits. Consider joining a meditation group, attending workshops, or connecting with friends who share your interest in mindfulness. Sharing experiences, insights, and challenges with others creates accountability and inspiration. Plus, it reminds you that you're not alone on this journey. Technology can also play a supportive role. Apps, podcasts, and online communities offer resources and encouragement, making it easier to stay engaged. Guided meditations in particular are excellent tools for beginners and experienced practitioners alike. They provide structure, guidance, and variety, keeping your practice fresh and engaging. Before we conclude this chapter, I'd like to share a personal story. Early in my meditation journey, I struggled to stay consistent. Some weeks I'd meditate daily, other times I'd go months without practicing. Each time I returned, I doubted whether I was doing it right or if I'd lost momentum, but then I realized something. Meditation isn't about perfection, it's about presence. Every time I showed up, even after long absences, I noticed subtle improvements in my mood, focus, and overall well-being. Those small wins kept me going, reminding me that progress is cumulative. So how do you know when body scan meditation has truly become integrated into your life? There's no definitive answer. It's more about intuition than measurement. You might notice that mindfulness spills over into everyday activities, such as eating, walking, or listening to music. You might feel more grounded, patient, and compassionate, not just toward yourself, but also toward others. Trust that whatever changes arise are signs of growth, however subtle they may seem. As we wrap up this chapter, I want to leave you with a final thought. Meditation isn't a destination. It's a journey. It's not about achieving some elusive state of enlightenment or mastering a technique overnight. It's about showing up again and again with curiosity and kindness. It's about embracing imperfection, celebrating progress, and trusting the process. Over time, these moments of presence accumulate, shaping who you are and how you move through the world. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to embrace the journey of mindfulness, reflecting on the lessons learned and envisioning the path ahead. But for now, take a moment to thank yourself for committing to this practice, for choosing to nurture your mind, body, and spirit. Allow yourself to feel proud of the steps you've taken, knowing that each one brings you closer to wholeness and peace. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of integration and presence. Remember, every moment is an opportunity to begin again, with openness, curiosity, and courage. Let's continue building the foundation for a calmer, more connected life. Chapter 10. Embracing the Journey. Welcome to Chapter 10, the final chapter of our journey together, Embracing the Journey. This is where we step back and reflect on everything we've explored so far. The practice of body scan meditation, its transformative power, and how it can enrich your life. But more importantly, this is where we look ahead, envisioning the path forward and embracing the ongoing process of growth, self-discovery, and presence. In this extended exploration, I'll guide you through the philosophy of mindfulness as a lifelong journey, offer insights into sustaining your practice over time, and leave you with tools to continue thriving long after this video ends. So, take a deep breath, settle into your space, and let's begin. Let's start by acknowledging something essential. Meditation isn't about arriving at a destination, it's about embracing the journey itself. Too often we approach mindfulness with expectations of quick fixes or dramatic transformations. We want immediate relief from stress, instant clarity, or a sudden awakening that will solve all our problems. While these aspirations are understandable, they miss the deeper truth of what mindfulness truly offers. A gradual unfolding, a subtle yet profound shift in how we relate to ourselves and the world around us. Think of meditation as planting seeds rather than building a house. When you plant a seed, you don't dig it up every day to check if it's growing. Instead, you nurture the soil, water it consistently, and trust the process. Over time, roots form, shoots emerge, and eventually a tree grows tall and strong. Similarly, each moment of mindfulness plants a seed of awareness, compassion, and resilience within you. These seeds may not sprout overnight, but with patience and care, they blossom into lasting change. Now let's talk about why embracing the journey matters. Life is inherently unpredictable, filled with ups and downs, triumphs and challenges. Mindfulness teaches us to navigate this unpredictability with grace and equanimity, not by resisting discomfort, but by meeting it with curiosity and kindness. It reminds us that suffering often arises not from pain itself, but from our resistance to it. By cultivating acceptance, we create space for healing, growth, and transformation. This perspective applies not only to external circumstances, but also to our meditation practice. Some days, sitting quietly feels effortless. Other times it feels like wrestling with a storm. Both experiences are equally valid and valuable. On good days, we deepen our connection to stillness and joy. On difficult days, we strengthen our ability to stay present amidst chaos. Each session contributes to our overall development, whether it feels productive in the moment or not. Another key aspect of embracing the journey is letting go of perfectionism. Perfectionism is the enemy of mindfulness because it creates unrealistic standards and amplifies self-criticism. When we judge ourselves for failing to meditate perfectly, we reinforce patterns of shame and inadequacy. Instead, practice self-compassion. Recognize that imperfection is part of the human experience, and that's okay. Every time you return to the present moment, you're succeeding, regardless of how messy or chaotic it feels. Let's also consider the role of patience in this journey. Patience is more than waiting, it's trusting that growth takes time. Just as muscles develop strength through consistent exercise, your mind cultivates focus, stability, and resilience through regular meditation. Progress might feel slow or invisible, especially in the beginning, but remember, every effort counts. Even 5 minutes of mindfulness plants a seed that will bear fruit someday. Now let's explore how to sustain your practice over the long term. One powerful strategy is reframing meditation as an act of self-care rather than a chore. Many people abandon their practice because they view it as another item on their to-do list, a task to complete rather than a gift to themselves. Shift your mindset. See meditation as a sacred pause, a moment to honor your well-being and reconnect with your inner wisdom. Approach it with gentleness and gratitude, knowing that you deserve this time. Another way to stay motivated is by celebrating small wins. Did you manage to meditate 3 times this week? That's worth acknowledging. Did you notice yourself responding to a stressful situation with more calmness than usual? Celebrate that too. By focusing on progress rather than perfection, you build momentum and reinforce positive habits. Community can also play a vital role in sustaining your practice. Connecting with others who share your commitment to mindfulness provides support, inspiration, and accountability. Whether it's joining a local meditation group, participating in online forums, or simply sharing your experiences with friends, community reminds you that you're not alone. It also expands your perspective, offering new insights and techniques to enhance your practice. For those seeking variety, experiment with different forms of mindfulness beyond body scan meditation. Practices like loving-kindness meditation, mindful movement, yoga, tai chi, qigong, or breath-focused exercises complement body scans and keep your routine fresh. You might also explore themed meditations focused on specific intentions, such as gratitude, forgiveness, or healing. Variety prevents boredom and deepens your understanding of mindfulness as a multifaceted tool for well-being. Let's also address the importance of adaptability. Life is constantly changing, and so are your needs. What works for you today might not work tomorrow, and that's perfectly fine. Be willing to adjust your practice based on your circumstances, preferences, and goals. For example, if sitting meditation becomes uncomfortable due to injury, try lying down or practicing while standing. If traditional techniques feel stale, incorporate creative elements like music, visualization, or journaling. Flexibility ensures that your practice remains relevant and nourishing. Before we conclude this chapter, I'd like to share a personal insight. Mindfulness is not just a practice, it's a way of being. Over time, I've noticed that the principles of mindfulness, presence, non-judgment, compassion, have seeped into every aspect of my life. I find myself pausing before reacting, listening more deeply, and appreciating the beauty in ordinary moments. These shifts didn't happen overnight. They emerged gradually, almost imperceptibly, as I continued showing up for myself. And that's the magic of mindfulness. It transforms you without fanfare, quietly reshaping your relationship with yourself and the world. So, how do you know when you're truly embracing the journey? There's no definitive answer. It's more about intuition than measurement. You might notice that mindfulness spills over into everyday activities such as eating, walking, or even washing dishes. You might feel more grounded, patient, and compassionate, not just toward yourself, but also toward others. Trust that whatever changes arise are signs of growth, however subtle they may seem. As we wrap up this chapter and this entire video, I want to leave you with a final thought. Mindfulness is a gift you give to yourself and to the world. When you cultivate awareness, compassion, and presence, you ripple outward, touching everyone you encounter. Your practice doesn't exist in isolation. It contributes to a collective consciousness of kindness, empathy, and understanding. By embracing the journey, you become part of something larger than yourself, a movement toward greater harmony and peace. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of mindfulness and presence. It has been an honor to accompany you on this path, sharing insights, stories, and practices designed to nurture your mind, body, and spirit. Remember, every breath, every heartbeat, every sensation is a reminder that you are alive, capable, and connected. Wherever you go from here, carry this truth with you. You already have everything you need within you. All it takes is a little time, intention, and courage to uncover it. Keep showing up for yourself, for others, for life itself. The journey never truly ends. That's the beauty of it. Each step brings new opportunities for discovery, growth, and transformation. Until next time, take care. May your days be filled with peace, presence, and joy. And so, we arrive at the end of our journey together, at least for now. As I sit here reflecting on everything we've explored over these past 2 hours, I'm filled with gratitude for you, for this shared experience, and for the infinite potential that lies within each of us to live more freely, deeply, and authentically. Before we part ways, I'd like to leave you with a few final thoughts to carry forward into your life and practice. First, remember that mindfulness isn't something you do occasionally. It's a way of being. It's about showing up for yourself moment by moment, with openness and curiosity. Whether you're meditating, eating, walking, or simply breathing, mindfulness invites you to savor the richness of existence, to find beauty in the ordinary, and to embrace the full spectrum of human experience. Every moment is an opportunity to reconnect with yourself, with others, and with the world around you. Second, trust the process. Growth doesn't happen overnight, and transformation rarely follows a straight line. Some days will feel easier than others, some sessions will feel magical, while others might feel mundane or frustrating. That's okay. What matters most is your willingness to keep showing up, even when it feels hard. Each time you return to the present moment, you're planting seeds of awareness, compassion, and resilience. Over time, those seeds grow into something extraordinary, something that shapes who you are and how you move through the world. Third, honor yourself. You've already taken a significant step by dedicating this time to nurture your mind, body, and spirit. In doing so, you've affirmed your worthiness of love, care, and attention. Carry that affirmation with you as you go about your day. When challenges arise, and they will, remind yourself that you possess the tools to navigate them with grace and courage. Your breath, your body, your awareness, they are always available to guide you home. To those of you who may be feeling uncertain or overwhelmed, know this. You don't have to have everything figured out to begin. Mindfulness is not reserved for the enlightened or the expert. It's for everyone, for the curious, the skeptical, the hopeful, the weary, Wherever you are on your path, you belong here. And wherever you choose to go next, you take with you the wisdom and insights gained from this exploration. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to the Mindful Zone. This channel was created with one purpose in mind: to provide a sanctuary for learning, growth, and connection. By joining our community, you'll gain access to guided meditations, practical tips, and inspiring stories designed to support your journey toward greater well-being. You'll also help us reach others who might benefit from these resources, because mindfulness has the power to transform lives, one person at a time. I'd also love to hear from you. What did you find most meaningful about this session? How do you plan to integrate body scan meditation into your daily life? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I read every message, and your reflections inspire me to create content that resonates with you. If there's a topic or practice you'd like me to explore in future videos, let me know. Together, we can co-create a space that serves us all. Finally, thank you from the bottom of my heart for choosing to spend this time with me. Your presence here today is a testament to your commitment to nurturing your well-being and deepening your understanding of yourself. That's no small thing. In a world that often feels chaotic and disconnected, acts of self-care and mindfulness are radical expressions of love and hope. They remind us that peace is possible, even amidst uncertainty, and that connection is always within reach. As we close this chapter, I invite you to take a moment to ground yourself. Feel the weight of your body supported by the surface beneath you. Notice the rhythm of your breath, steady and constant. Allow yourself to rest in this moment, knowing that you are exactly where you need to be. Wherever life takes you next, may you walk with presence, kindness, and courage. May you find joy in the simple things, strength in the difficult moments, and peace in the spaces between. And may you always remember that you are enough, just as you are. Until we meet again, take care. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being you.